These are NBA Youngboy lyrics that really happened. Starting with a bar from Change, when Youngboy took shots at the whole TBG label, because in this song he said, Youngboy not TBG, NBA is the way of living. Let her play, he gon' get it. Talked about it like I ain't with it. Name her, shook me, you know I ain't. You can save your breath, no advice taken. Youngboy was letting everyone know in this bar how he is no longer affiliated with TBG. And if there were any problems, he's ready for whatever. And Youngboy left TBG since they didn't hold out on the end of the deal. And they weren't helping him out, so it was pointless for him to be in TBG. Let's move on to a lyric from Self-Control where Youngboy raps, when my grandma died, I had to beat the odds. And it wasn't easy. When Boozilla died, I almost lost my mind, broke me to pieces. Youngboy was explaining how hard Boozilla's death impacted him with this lyric. And Boozilla is one of Youngboy's cousins who he grew up with, who also had dreams of becoming a rapper. But at one point, Youngboy and Boozilla had a big misunderstanding and were dissing each other because of the misunderstanding they were having.
What up, baby Joe? Pull that up.
And the rumor behind Youngboy's beef with Boozilla was that one of Boozilla's packs came up missing. And they believe Youngboy was the one who took it. And the beef got so serious between the two that Boozilla wanted to kill Youngboy. So Youngboy went to G-Money for protection. This is why G-Money said Youngboy had him looking for Boozilla, because he wanted to kill him in his track industry, where he was exposing Youngboy. But Youngboy and Boozilla eventually put this beef aside and started hanging out with each other. And not too long after getting over their beef, tragedy would strike since. On November 2nd, 2016, Boozilla was shot and killed at just 18 years old.
Police locked up a teen accused of murdering another teen that set off a series of retaliation shootings in Old South Baton Rouge.
And after Boozilla was killed, Youngboy and a few more NBA members retaliated on the same night because they did a drive-by on a suspected killer, which led to Youngboy catching an attempted murder charge. But Youngboy ended up beating the attempted murder case. And not too long after getting out of jail, he dropped a song named Pour One, where he spoke on what happened with G-Money saying, remember smoking with your little brother? Matter of fact, I used to call you my big brother. Then you did some foul and had with my sister. Youngboy was talking about him and G-Money since they used to be close friends until G went behind Youngboy's back and slept with his sister. And G even explained it in an interview with Say Cheese TV.
He mad about his sister too though.
About his sister?
Yeah, I fucked her a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he mad about that. He wasn't really tripping on it back then though, you know what I'm saying? He be calling me big brother. You hear me? I guess he just let that famous get to his head.
And after they fell out, they were dissing each other left and right. Then the beef eventually got so serious that it led to gun violence. And on September 10th of 2017, G-Money was killed after leaving the studio one night. Youngboy also addressed the situation with Boozilla in the track saying, some that came missing out your pack and you have put the blame on me. Hurt me deep. You don't never supposed to question your brother. After all you did for me, you think that I'll steal from you? And G-Money isn't the only dead TBG affiliate Youngboy has sent shots at, because in the song named The Last Backyard, he said, hating. Even got the police trying to stop him. He ran his mouth about topping him. Got the drop, and then we popped him. Youngboy is talking about Boulevard Quick, who was rumored to be one of the shooters responsible for NBA Dump's murder. Because after Boulevard Quick and Fredo Bang got out of jail, they started dissing Youngboy every chance they could. And Youngboy wasn't really saying much, since he didn't have anyone serious to beef with after G-Money was killed. But after Dumb was murdered and TBG started back dissing, and Youngboy went right back to dissing as well. Things even got so bad that Youngboy's mom told TBG members they need to chill. And Boulevard Quick went on this live and told Youngboy's mom to mind her business, which really pissed Youngboy off. And after a few weeks later, Boulevard Quick was killed outside in an apartment complex after all the dissing he was doing, which is the reason Youngboy said how Boulevard Quick was running his mouth. And they got the drop and popped him. And after Quick was murdered, police started putting together the pieces that most of the shootings in Baton Rouge were related to NBA Youngboy's beef with TBG. And this is the same reason Lil Yoshi is being charged with many attempted murder cases. But after Youngboy fell out with TBG, he linked up with Scotty Kane and started making music together. They even dropped a song named Homicide with over 9 million views on YouTube. And not long after working with Scotty Kane, they fell out since Scotty Kane said he was tired of Youngboy begging him for money and asking him to go half on shoes and videos.
I did the verse asking me to put some on your shoes. You're not with my label, so you. I'm doing what I'm going to have with you on shoes and videos for.
And they started dropping diss tracks on each other. So that's why Youngboy dropped Who You Supposed to Be and said, stand down to who? Who you supposed to be? You down with that burner and ain't use it. What's that supposed to be? Y'all took D. Not one of y'all can say y'all took YB. Tears falling down my face, still letting them know it ain't no in me. And Youngboy said this because while he was in the studio with Scotty Kane, Scotty pulled a gun out on Youngboy and had him crying. But Youngboy didn't let this slide because in 2020, one night after Scotty Kane was leaving the studio, a group of members affiliated with NBA ambushed him and reportedly messed Scotty Kane up so bad that he lost 20 teeth. And subscribe really quick before we move on. But now, let's move on to a lyric in Youngboy's song, Top Say, where he says, my bad for bumping your music when I was younger. I ain't know you was just a hating. Youngboy is referring to Kodak Black with this lyric since he used to be cool with Kodak and listen to his music when he was coming up, until he found out that Kodak didn't really like him because these two used to be cool and even dropped a few songs together like Chosen One and Water. Their friendship didn't last long since Kodak accused Youngboy of snitching on Yaya Mayweather, because while Kodak was behind bars facing firearm charges, Youngboy was involved in a situation between Floyd Mayweather's daughter, Yaya, and another of his baby mothers, because Yaya ended up stabbing Youngboy's other baby mother and was later charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And once Kodak found out about this situation, he heard that Youngboy was cooperating with the police, which to Kodak meant he was snitching. So Kodak spoke on this situation and made an Instagram post saying how Youngboy shouldn't have told on Yaya and how Youngboy would probably tell on him too because he's scary. But Youngboy didn't take that lightly and went on live dissing Kodak.
These watch me from a jail cell, man. These watch me from a jail cell and be on my so bad. Be writing academics about me, man. Telling academics the shit about me. Fools.
And the beef between the two had slowed down a little, but they've still been sending a few shots at each other. Since Kodak went on live on Instagram saying he was tired of Youngboy fans trolling him with the YB Better memes and how Youngboy switched up on him.
Blah, 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 better, blah, blah, better. They wanna see that every fucking day. I ain't the type of who sit right and act like that shit cool, bitch. Y'all get off my
Once Youngboy found out about this, he responded to Kodak in a post telling him if he doesn't like his fans, he doesn't like him. And after Kodak saw it, he made a tweet telling Youngboy how he stands firsthand to smoke and he's ready for whatever. And Kodak isn't the only rapper in the industry that Youngboy fell out with, because in his song Story of OJ he says, "But the man thinking he got 10% from me, allowing him to allow someone else to pay me, dumb." In this line, he was talking about Kevin Gates, because coming up, Youngboy looked at Kevin Gates as a big brother. It's even rumored that Kevin was the one who put in the word to Atlantic Records to help Youngboy secure a deal. But this came with a catch, since Kevin asked Youngboy to pay him 10% of all his earnings for putting him on. And Youngboy wasn't down for this, since it seemed like Kevin was just trying to use Youngboy. And Kevin Gates went on to collaborate with Fredo Bang, and most likely means Youngboy would never be cool with Kevin again. And more recently, Youngboy dissed a rapper in his song Bring the Hook. This that Squid Game. O-Block Pack get rolled up, murder what they told us. Atlanta boy get folded up. Here, Youngboy's talking about King Von, because back in late 2020, Von was spotted on surveillance camera fighting rapper Quando Rondo outside of an Atlanta nightclub, until Quando's associate, Lil Tim, hopped out of the car, opening fire on Von and killing him. And no one knew Youngboy had beef with Von, but many believe it is over. Youngboy's ex, Janiyah, was seen in the studio with King Von, and that's in Lil Durk's song named Aha. He says how he told Von to leave Janiyah alone since she posts on OnlyFans. But this isn't the only song Youngboy dissed Von in, because he dropped I Hate Youngboy, dissing the entire industry. He said, "How you talking when nothing ain't died about your cousin them? Quando got no filter." And he say that they ain't gon' with him. Clean up on Al O, Young and let that chopper blow. Basically saying how Lil Durk dropped the diss on him, and he hasn't gotten back for King Von's death. And clean up on Al O refers to King Von since he got killed and is a member of the popular Chicago gang known as O-Block. And in a song named Know Like I Know, Youngboy says, "I bet your mama be destroyed when we send your stupid to God for making statements, choosing sides. About my beef with them little boys. I can say I saw it. You can say I was your favorite." In this bar, he's referring to NLE Choppa and his comments about the ongoing beef between Youngboy and Lil Durk, since he was warning Choppa of the consequences he'd face if he didn't stay out of it. Because after Youngboy dropped his diss on Durk and Von, DJ Academics made a tweet saying how Youngboy was on Demon Time. And one of Durk's affiliates, Lil Reese, quoted the tweet saying, "Youngboy isn't on Demon Time and just rapping like everyone else." And after NLE Choppa saw Lil Reese's tweet, he replied, agreeing with him that Youngboy wasn't on Demon Time. And it's crazy that Choppa is picking sides, since he has stated multiple times that Youngboy was his favorite rapper, even going as far to make a song called Free Youngboy back in 2019. And if you enjoyed this, click the video to see times Youngboy humiliated rappers like Jada Youngin and Moneybagg Yo, and even this popular streamer, Aiden Ross.